But yeah, I might just stream the Ubisoft thing. That could be fun.
No, he's nothing to do with this. No.
That sure does look more promising than previous years.
Oh no! Oh crap!
I mean, we will get a Prince of Persia game eventually. I think it's inevitable, and I think everyone knows it's inevitable. Because there is demand for it. Everyone wants it.
How did you do?
If they announce it, that would build up a lot of hype.
No.
But I don't see any reason why Ubisoft would not make a new Prince of Persia game. It would be quite dumb to abandon it completely.
Trying to kill you.
It's just a question of time at this point, and I think
No, I can't leave.
the bubble has been building for quite long. I think we will have it soon.
You really can put me down now.
Yeah, exactly. The comment section, like you can tell from the comments,
Release her!
there is demand for a new pop game.
I have
Yeah, there
lost
hasn't
my
been one
donkey,
for 10
fallen
years.
down a cliff and had a rock dropped on me. I'm not in a good mood. Release her. I'm not holding her hostage.
I saw when The Last of Us 2 came out. I haven't actually played the game. I played the first one and watched some runs of it. Anyway, when The Last of Us 2 came out, I checked out the board, and the board already existed like on release, and it just said we're not accepting any runs until like this date. Just made me think. I'll talk after Barrier Skip. Didn't need to jump there, but it's fine. What was I even saying? I forgot now. Alright, The Last of Us 2. So I looked at the page of that. And it like already existed pretty much on day one. So it just made me think, if and when a new pop game comes out, we should also probably make a board for it like immediately, just so that other people don't start requesting one. Even if no one runs it, we should just get a series mod to create the board just so it's there, and so that we can moderate it and not some random people who request it. Though to be fair, I highly doubt. I mean, the SRC staff wouldn't just I highly doubt they would just create a new board from some random request if a new Prince of Persia game came out. I think they would consult the series moderators, probably. Oh, I didn't know about the Jordan Mechna thing. But I mean, they can still generate a lot of revenue from it, even for themselves. Yeah, but people don't want an AC game anymore. People clearly want pop now. Fuck. This is slow. I think they removed the original Dark Souls 1 from Steam. You can only get the remaster nowadays. Thanks, Celica. Yeah, I'm afraid you'll just have to find alternative measures to get PTDE. I've missed a couple messages in chat. Just didn't have enough time to read everything. So, sorry. Bad lack of interaction from streamer. Oh yeah, I just mean like we should probably add the board like on release date or even maybe the day before. Just so that random people don't start requesting one. Right, yeah, so with PTDE, it still exists on Steam, and the reason for that is that people have bought it in the past, and they can't, if you bought a game on Steam, Steam can't revoke your right to play it. So the game still exists, but of course, while they can't revoke the right to play it from people who already bought it, they can stop selling it. Which is kind of dumb in my opinion. I think they could just include PTDE with the remaster. Or even sell it separately. I mean, speedrunners would still want to buy that, I guess. I've never played any Ratchet and Clank or Crash games. But I mean, just even speedrunners aside, I just think it's kind of dumb. Like, why wouldn't they just keep it? What harm would it cause to just, you know, make it so you buy the remaster and the old version comes with it? Instead, people are just gonna pirate it now, because there's no other way to acquire it. Oh, do they? I didn't know about that, Snake. So, if, say, hypothetically, I wanted to run PDTE now. Or PTD. Fuck me. Prepare to Die edition. How would I go about that? Also, Sam, I tested one wall run and Ellicott just didn't follow. I don't know why. Fair enough. I mean that's a point, I guess. I'm guessing your one wall run was like higher or something. Or maybe you did like slightly different movement before the wall runs, I don't know. How do you plug it in upside down? Did they like hammer it in or something? What? Like, oh, it doesn't fit. I'll just take this hammer, I guess. I can't do it with my hands. In yesterday's run, I got a frame perfect pause here. Yeah, it was quite late. But I mean, considering we're dealing with frames here, the tiniest difference can be a lot. Nowadays though, for the other ledge warps like Tower of Armen and Palace Rooms, I no longer count but use the camera. The reason why is because there are two different places you can stand up, one with W and one with space. So I can go a bit more risky. And if I miss the first one, I can still get the second one. And I can even, like for instance for the Palace Rooms ledge warp, the last frame that you can stand up on is 5. So I can go quite risky and stand up or pause after the ledge warp has already started occurring. And because I know the camera, I don't have to count and just stand up at the correct time anyway. Generally I still pause before the ledge warp, but I try to pause like at the exact same time for that one. Unlike windmills where I tried to pause before slightly, also that was monk ass. So I think the reason I don't get direction storage there is because of how quickly I jump after the corner clip. I think if you jump immediately, you don't get direction storage. Ah, fuck. That's gonna cost quite a bit of time. I was slightly too far to the left. Ah, bad time to drink water. But yeah, for the drop glitch there, I was slightly too far to the left. And I didn't bother adjusting because adjusting for such a tiny error can actually take like a second or two, and at that point it's just not gonna be faster anymore. I probably won't lose time compared to PB, but I'll definitely lose a few seconds compared to gold. Also, I recently got a free trial of Audible, just because I felt like it. I started listening to 1984 last night. I'm enjoying that quite a lot. 3 chapters in currently. I don't really read that much, like, ever. But I don't know, I just felt like it. And so fuck it, it's a free trial, I'll pick it up. Yes, okay. Hey, Yaka. Yeah, it doesn't feel appealing to me either. I would rather have a physical book, honestly, but it's a free trial. And even then, it's cheaper to use Audible than to buy the physical books. Like, honestly, for me, it's just because it's cheap. I mean, I can't comment on that, having read 3 chapters of one of his books. But, well, yeah, I don't know. Also, I failed the Elika manip there. I mean, I'm highly enjoying 1984 so far. That's about all the comments I can give. And I'm not making any other claims than that. This run is like, it's not terrible, but it's just full of these little movement hiccups. It could be a lot better. But that's fine, I'm getting a run. Like, it's okay. Hello? Yeah, what was I saying about those tiny movement hiccups? They're really adding up now. Fair enough, Yaka. I mean, while technically I'm not a native English speaker, even though Sam would label me as one. And I'm about to actually give him a good reason to label me as one. I don't like reading in Lithuanian either. I would much prefer English. I don't think I've ever read any book in Lithuanian. I mean, other than maybe like a children's book like 15 years ago, maybe. Oh my god, stop. This run is so shit. Like, it's not that bad. It doesn't have any deaths or anything, it's just the movement is despicable. Da Vinci Code, I think. Is there a movie for that? I'm not sure if I've seen it. I don't know now. But nonetheless, I've heard of it. Most of the books I've ever read were just things that I was forced to read at school. Sadly, back then, I had very little, if any, appreciation for fiction. I think I would enjoy those things a lot more if I were in school again now. And you know, they gave us like free books and shit, that was cool. Don't have that anymore. Actually have to pay for them now. Which is ironic, because now I actually want them. Hey, plate element. I mean, poetry is a form of fiction, but I know what you mean. I also hated poetry in school, but I don't hate it anymore. I just didn't understand the point of it. To me, like, to my 15, 16-year-old brain, it was just like, poetry's fucking useless. When are we gonna build, you know, cars and shit with poetry? When has anyone ever achieved anything with poetry? That was my thought process at the time. I mean, technically I've read Edgar Allan Poe, or listened to Edgar Allan Poe when you read one of his poems on your stream. I think that was when you were playing when you were playing Mario. That golded? Did I like forget a seed? What? I don't think I forgot anything. Alright. Suppose if I forgot something, I'll find out. I haven't forgotten a seed in like forever though. So I'd be surprised if I did, but that gold would indicate as such. I did have a fast air step though, so I guess, yeah. Yeah, I don't think I missed anything. I probably just golded that because it's a new split with the new route. So I probably just hadn't optimized it yet, and clearly still haven't, because that split had a few hiccups, just like this entire run. That was almost a buffered jump. Oh, really? Come on. Usually the auto aim is quite strong there. I was expecting it to take me where I wanted it to take me, but I guess not. Fair point. On another note though, I think GMP and I talked about this like a week ago or something. And as a whole, to us speedrunners, the auto-aim in this game is helpful. Because although it fucking sucks, in the places where it's detrimental, we can find ways to avoid it. However, there are things that would not be possible without auto-aim that are possible. Of course, I don't get... Oh, I got it. Cool. Like, Concubine Gate Skip. So as a whole, the auto-aim is very nice to have. From like a pure routing perspective, when you sit down to actually run the game, then yeah, it's a pain in the ass. Ah, that was too far left. Okay, it still worked. Luckily that jump is actually not that precise. But yeah, like, it's not surprising that my runs aren't going well. It's because I've been stuck on King's Gate for like so long. Because first of all, it's already a hard split. And secondly, I introduced a bunch of new movement there. And thirdly, it's near the beginning, so I've got this... You know, I really want to optimize it a lot, like when I'm running. So I just ended up resetting there a bunch. So I climbed up quite high there, didn't need to. And basically barely got any runs going after that point. So it's no surprise that I've become less consistent with things throughout the run. But I think I've gotten over my King's Gate reset fest. So hopefully I'll get back to being a bit more consistent with my movement throughout the run soon. Right, because I didn't get MGC, they'll lose time here. So I'll be behind at the end of this split. Also, I messed up the movement, so even more behind. Well, it's not really the slowest, it ties other seeds. Wait, does it actually? It pretty much ties Heaven's Stair seed. The one... Oh fuck, that was quite low. Should still work. Next to the elevator. But yeah, there were two others that tied it, but we've removed both of them. One was in just as we enter marshalling ground, and another was one I found in Cauldron. Fuck's sake. I'm fairly sure that's the correct seed count. An interesting camera. Wait, how the fuck did I not... How the fuck was I not behind at the end of Cavern? I guess despite having MG seed, I fucked up the split in EB. It's not really 30. It would be if this were a good run. Yeah, exactly, Ferdy knows. This run is so bad that Ferdy could beat it with his eyes closed. And without using hands. Well, now it's actually, unironically, a very shit run. Seriously? That's a first. Rip like 20 seconds, for fuck's sake. I guess I might as well just fail this upcoming jump now, because why would I get it? No, of course I get it. Let's see how much time I lost. Probably around 20 seconds. Actually, probably a tad more. Actually, I don't know. We'll see. Oh no, a bit less than that. Apparently. Wow, that means this run is good. That was alright, other than me sucking at pause buffering. Oh fuck, I forgot to do... I'm an idiot. What? Ah, cool. Don't you love it when you practice things and then they work until they don't? It's fine. Run is bad anyway. No need for the Pepe hands, people. It's okay. did one more jump forward than I had to there. Whatever. Wait, I lost 20 seconds here.
Under this seal.
The fuck? So when I... Somehow from that seed I only lost 15, but then from that tiny death I lost 20, what the fuck? I mean, I guess my ledge warp wasn't great.
You want me to go? Just like Elika! Get back.
Whatever, I guess. Ah. I haven't timed it actually, but I'm fairly sure it's the same speed.
Father?
Yeah, the meme, the name Yaka is a bit of a meme name. Basically, the person who found this like 10 years ago called his YouTube video Ultimate Glitch. So we named it that.
Let's get out of here.
But to be fair, it is one of the most broken glitches in this game, and
I think we need a better
it's
plan.
it's certainly ultimate in terms of like
What's a better plan?
you know, your skill level required to do something useful with it.
We have to get out of here.
You think?
I mean, there are definitely harder glitches like the air sync, but those are just on a whole nother level. They're just cancer.
Araman soldiers. They were trapped with him.
It's not, and the air sync is not even about your skill, it's just whether you set it up correctly. Good RNG here. I highly doubt normal walking is faster than ultimate glitch. I think if something is faster, it's probably ultimate glitch. However, given that jumping is the same speed as walking, like jumping normally, it's the same speed as walking. Now, there are two things that could happen there. Either when you're jumping, there's a
Any more
constant
gorillas
speed,
gonna try and kill us? Or is it just
or
your father who wants to end the
there's
world?
some variance, or the speed varies, but on average it's the same speed as
What do we do now?
walking.
Presuming the great god of
I'm
darkness
guessing,
doesn't just squish
I
us
think
flat.
the speed is constant. If it weren't constant, I don't think it would line up so perfectly to be exactly the same speed as walking. But even so, yeah, I think it's constant, and if the jumping speed is constant, then ultimate glitch should be the same speed as walking. However,
the temple feeds the tree. We have to stop him.
if
We have to get out
the
of here.
speed is,
Fine,
if the jumping
run.
speed is not
But you're not going
constant,
to get
it
very
most
far.
likely starts off
I was on
faster
my
than
way
it
home.
ends.
I had more gold than you could. I'd have had wine.
And I think
I'd have had
during
carpets
ultimate
this
glitch
thick.
we would get more of
Now
those
I'm stuck
faster
with an angry
animations
god
than
and
the
a crazy
slower
woman.
ones. Or maybe there'd be an equal amount, I
Alright.
don't know, but
Which one of these things do we need to do
my
what
gut
we're
would
doing?
tell me that they're the same speed, but if one is faster then it's ultimate glitch.
We can't reach the fertile grounds in these areas. We need to... No, we can't reach them anyway. We'll have to get to these four. Then we can see what's happening.
If I ever find that donkey. Carpet's this thick. This thick!
How thick?
This will allow us to reach fertile ground in the City of Light.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really, because I'm just speculating. I haven't proved anything, but yeah.
We have to use these powers to get up to the fertile
There's-
grounds?
Yes.
Oh, to
they
make
were
an
used to protect
educated
them.
guess, that's
Gonna
what
have
it
to
would
teach
be
me how to use
basically.
them.
I might actually time it. I hadn't thought of that, to be honest. No, no, you don't get 2 bottles. Only I get to decide what you get if you guess things correctly.
That will allow us to enter fertile grounds in the City of Light and the Royal Palace.
The task of our people is past. The tree grows weak. Where was Ormas when your mother was taken from us? Where was he in your hour of need? Elika, I am your father. I am your king.
That will allow us to enter fertile grounds in the City of Light and the
Say,
Royal
the
Palace.
next time you want to win your daughter back, you could try just giving her a pony. The apocalypse doesn't really cut it.
That will allow us to enter fertile grounds in the City of Light and the Royal Palace.
Hey,
We have one of the powers of Ormaz. We can reach more of the fertile grounds. Let's go to them.
Forward here, I mean. Oh, never mind. After the fight, I move.
What you will.
I move not even forward, it's up left. And after that, I move forward.
I have lost her.
Father,
Lost. Gone from us.
I'm here. We can stop this. If you come, if you help us heal the land. Father, no!
Kinda bad RNG. But
we
could
don't
be
know what
worse.
he'll do.
What more can he do? This will let us enter fertile grounds in the Citadel and the Vale. I'm ready.
I wasn't made for this kind of thing. Just because we saw that doesn't mean it will be true. The vision of you falling. Armin's trying to...
The visions aren't from Ahriman.
But they don't have to be true. No one can tell you the future. Perhaps if we heal this place, maybe with your magic we can... You know, your father could...
Right,
That isn't my father.
got to do this. Just scramble it. Still, no one has submitted any Rubik's Cube scrambles for me.
I think us here...
Everyone's always so focused on Concubine Blueless 1 hour Windmills Run. No one ever submits a Rubik's Cube scramble. And I'm sad.
Let's see if we can really annoy him.
tower from here, we could access
Any
fertile
scramble.
grounds in the Citadel and in the Royal
With the
Road.
channel points, just type what scramble you want, and I'll do that. Well, obviously it's too late for this run.
Go.
And then during the Blueless Warrior airwalk, I will solve that scramble with one hand. Obviously, it's a bit of a niche one, because in order to submit you have to know Rubik's Cube notation. Well, yeah, but I mean, there's still... It's still cool to, like, submit your own scramble, at least I would think so. Yeah, but I mean, look, saying good luck to a speedrunner also doesn't give them any luck, but you say it anyway. I think you're overthinking it, GMP. Maybe I should tone the price down a bit.
You were dead.
Yes.
Yes?
I was. I'm not
I
now,
actually
so why
sent
does it
that on
matter?
the pop
I was
Discord,
trying to reach the fertile grounds to see if
when I
you died?
noticed, but across the street from my old school there was a
the fertile
Farah
grounds had
dry
failed
cleaning
even before my father split the tree.
shop.
Oh, well, that's all right then.
The tree didn't matter. My father had already broken the lock that held Araman. He broke it to bring me back.
Alright,
He'd
because
never have
Farah
done
is
this. It
supposed to
was
be
grief.
Indian.
He was a father.
I just want to fix this, please. We can't let Araman escape.
And I was so sad because I was going to school there for like
It's Araman's.
a year and a half,
Hear that, Araman?
and I'd never noticed that across
Going
the
to fix
street
this. You're not getting out.
there's just Farah's shop. And then it wasn't even me who noticed it, it was a friend of mine who doesn't play Prince of Persia, who just like heard me talk about Farah on stream, and it was like, I don't know actually how he knew about Farah, but he just said, oh look, it's Farah's shop, you probably won't like that. I'm like, what? Farah's shop was right there all along? What the fuck?
Wait.
And not too far from that one, also on the same street is Sam's
This can't get
Chicken.
any worse?
They're the corrupted, Araman's chosen few. They ruled here 1,000 years ago.
Sam's
Thing we
Chicken.
saw, the darkness, that was...
Everyone would go there.
That was Araman.
Thanks.
Too early. The timing there is actually so precise if you want to make it up there.
Now. This devastation is more than the work of corruption.
Why do I get the feeling if corruption didn't do this, something worse did?
In the last battle with Araman, the city was given to the warrior. I think this could be his work.
standing on the fertile ground?
Yes.
Let's go. This place is coming down!
He's blocking us.
Alright. See it there? Alright. You can submit it now and I'll do it the next time I'll get here, but there's no guarantee you'll be here. You just have to do it before I get out of temple. Because I'll be scrambling it in temple during one of the cutscenes. Hey Sooks. This is very intense gameplay, as you can see. Oh, can you change the cost as well, GMP? Or are you just asking me? Because if you can change the cost, then I don't know, set it to like 1k or something. Okay, you're just asking. Okay, yeah, no worries. I'll change it myself at some point. And done. Honestly, I wish moderators could do more than they can. Actually, there is the editor role, isn't there? We can make people editors. I should do that. I should just make all my mods editors. So they can like change the stream title and shit. That's like a useful thing for mods to be able to do. Like, I'm already moderating people that I trust. I'm not gonna moderate random people. And I'll also trust them with my stream title. Oh, they can do that. Yeah, I mean, whoever I would make an editor, I would trust to not misuse that. But like, I've had situations where I forgot to like change the stream title, and it would just be so useful if there's a mod in chat. You can do that.
It is not too late. Turn back. Flee. Your fight is meaningless. Man cannot fight a god.
Vin has it set up so that mods can change the stream title and stuff through Nightbot. But that's just like a...
That was 1,000 years ago. Your fight
That's just like a sort of backwards workaround. Instead of making Nightbot editor, you could just make people editors directly.
healing without his body?
So I think I might actually do that. I might just make all of my mods editors.
Are you all right? Good. Now he's on fire. The healing must have hurt him. He's weakening.
You saved your people. You owe Ahriman nothing. You have served your people. Die with honor. You can fight Ahriman.
He's not listening to you.
Claim the honor you have lost. Save your honor. Use your strength. You are not the creature Ahriman would have you be.
The other day I reset a run that got past Warrior, but where I'd made a mistake on Warrior, and it was... I think I was like 31 seconds behind or something. It was basically the same as this one. But since I've been getting so few runs this far in recently, I don't want to reset again. Yeah, this boss fight is a thing. I mean, this is harder than that casually, because I actually used the strat where I glitched out the area, so that it doesn't fall apart. Playing casually, the area would like fall apart. So maybe I can show it off. Is it gonna do it? No, it's too... Oh yeah, there. So you saw that. And by the end, casually, you'd be like on this tiny platform where the warrior is right next to you at all times. You can't just run away from him anymore. And you have to basically just... he attacks you and you have to defend yourself successfully. Basically. So casually it's still not a hard fight, but it's a bit more challenging than what you see here. And actually, I don't think I've ever seen any other runner use this strat that I'm using. It's the safest way to do this
Told you not to hesitate.
fight. Like Vin does parry practicing. I mean, I could do that in theory, but
Don't let our luck run
I
out.
mean, if I'm on a world record paced run, I don't want to add more challenge for the sake of swag.
Okay, I might
Just
have exaggerated the getting away bit.
And it doesn't save any time, and that risks me losing a lot of time. I don't want to do that. I'd rather just take the safe
He's
strat.
trying to kill us. And if we don't move, he'll succeed.
Because I just know at some point I'm gonna not pay attention and fail a parry, and then all hell will break loose.
Ready. I told you not to hesitate.
He saved us.
We got lucky.
We fought Ahriman. He died honorably.
You can't die honorably. You can just die. If he'd really wanted to fight Ahriman, he should have done it when he was alive.
I don't think I agree with that. I mean, perhaps in this particular context, yeah, maybe, but I don't think I agree with that in general. That was a tad slow, but that's alright. But still, I think even in this context, if this were real life, you know, and the warrior did that,
That's right.
I think it would be worth remembering at least. So I'm still inclined to be more on Elika's side rather than the prince's there.
Go. There you go.
Yeah, I mean that's a fair point. So I wouldn't give the warrior more credit than he deserves. But I think he clearly deserves some credit. Because at the end of the day, he did save them. As far as we know, anyway.
Here we go. Jump.
I mean, I haven't paid attention to that cutscene in like a year, but I think so, yeah.
Their queen comes to die in the hall of coronation. It's almost a waste of the irony for it to fall on such a humorless people. And I shall take her place, queen of the Aura, from light to dark. And you, my brave little man, with me as queen, what of you? From courtesan to queen, my parents would be so proud. In aid, princess. I can end your suffering.
That's true, that's another point we have no way of knowing. But I think he did. At least that's the impression I had when I played this casually, if I remember correctly. As I said, I haven't paid attention to that cutscene in a long time.
Do not know the pain I suffered to get here, the things I would do to remain.
You all right?
Yes.
Elika.
Let's go on.
But I mean, come on, like... If he'd just thrown them with the intention of killing them,
All right.
he would throw them in a random direction. What are the chances that they would conveniently land on that one small platform? That may or may not be the case, but I still agree with Elika in that instance.
Leave. Leave this place while you still can.
Your turn.
don't even know your own mind.
But yeah, like, as I kind of said, if this were real life, and we were writing a history book about what happened here, I would want to include something like that, you know?
Those things she said on us.
We will have
And
to face
then
them
the
again.
reader of that
The
book
concubines,
can
too.
make their own decision about whether it, you know, it justified anything he did or if it didn't. But the fact is there that he did save them, and you can choose what to make of that. So in that sense, I do agree with Elika, but in some sense, I also agree with the prince. Particularly with the bit where he said, if he really wanted to fight Ahriman, he should have done it when he was alive. That's true. Like, maybe he did make a realization, but he took his sweet time doing so.
Thanks.
Oh my god. Vineve has cursed me. Oh god. For fuck's sake. I don't want to continue this. That's so much time lost. Like, I already barely have a chance of PBing.
That's another.
I mean, are you saying the characters are badly designed? Because if you're saying that, then I don't agree. But if you're just trying to describe their characters, then fair enough, I guess.
Nice.
Okay, but so you're not like criticizing the writers of this game. You're merely commenting on the characters, I guess.
That's another one. Let's go on.
Best possible time is 2:18:25. I mean, fuck it, I'll just continue. Kind of wanna finish a run. But if it does die completely, I will reset.
Together.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I know what you mean. I just wanted to clarify whether you were being prescriptive or descriptive. So basically,
Ready?
well, I get you're being descriptive from what I understand. In other words, you're just describing the way that the characters are, rather than saying this is how the characters should be or shouldn't be in this case.
Heaven's Stair. No one has been inside this place for 10, maybe 20 generations. Now the plates are lit once more.
Ready to climb to the stars?
How many times have you used that line? Let's go.
Crazy! This is crazy! This is crazy!
That's the thing about villains, though. Someone is only a villain if you're not on their side. From their own perspective, they're not villains.
I won't let it go to my head.
You know, if we take a historical example, you know, I don't think Hitler considered himself a villain, even though we would probably classify him as such now. And I suspect there were many people in Nazi Germany who were exactly as you've just described the alchemist and the warrior to be.
Too easy.
That's corrupted air. If you breathe it,
I think this split is still goldable. Goldable is a word now.
Let's go up.
we have to go down to reach the other power plates. After we've gone over there to activate this first mechanism.
Let's just make it fast. Don't want to end up with a lung full of corruption. That corrupted air might not be moving, but it's not thinning out either. Nice catch.
I've had practice. The platform is moved.
We still can't reach it. Let's go.
One more go.
That's it.
Nice, got a good movement here.
Hey!
It's clearing.
Then let's get
Not
to the
sure
top
what you were
before the
confused
alchemist
about,
turns
but I
us
guess
off.
that's cleared up now, whatever it was. Thank you, auto-aim. I was pretty sure the auto-aim would help me there. Nice, I got the good plate without the wall run. Alright, this might actually gold now. I don't think I made any significant mistakes in this split.
Ready. I underestimated you. Yeah, that happened
Oh yeah, that's a gold.
That'll be another time you underestimated me. For every step we take, there's always one more.
And so the present becomes the past. Our actions now build the foundations for what comes next.
Depressing, isn't it?
Easy clap. This is where the time save starts. Fucking GMP. Stick fight. It's a game. I played at a friend's house once with well, we were 4 people in total. It's just like some game that's fun to play when other people are at your place for like half an hour or so. It's like basically 4 stickmen spawn and they fight. That's pretty much it. There's not much more to it. And because, I mean, it's already not that expensive, but because it's on sale, it was only like 2 quid or something. I just picked it up.
I guess it's time to find out if you really are immortal.
No, I didn't buy Hitman. I mean, sorry. Don't really have any interest in
I'll live
Hitman.
forever anyway. Wow, that sounded better in my head than out loud.
I used to play Mortal Kombat with my brother actually on an Xbox 360. It was Mortal Kombat 9. That was fun. None of my friends have played Mortal Kombat though.
We gotta chase him now, don't we? He's not gonna
They
make
play
it easy
some
when we corner him.
weeb shit, which I haven't played. But I'm not that into fighting games anyway, to be honest.
It's all in the timing.
Well, there is one difference though, because you clearly used play present tense. That is very much not the case for me.
Work your magic.
I'm not sure I've even heard of that GMP. That doesn't sound familiar. I mean, maybe, I don't know.
This is high.
Stay away from the edge.
Oh, he's not gonna make that easy. Your turn.
Add bad RNG with the first minion.
Quickly.
But honestly, I'm surprised that I didn't lose more time. I'm guessing this split can also be golded.
Maybe, but you won't live forever.
Oh, okay. I've never played mobile games that much. I did play Clash of Clans for a bit. Back when fucking everyone was playing it.
I told you to stay away from the edge. Maybe, but you won't live forever? Well, you told him. Yeah, how's that?
Also, I played Flow Free, that game where you have to like connect the dots with the different colors. I had a 365-day streak on that one at one point, and then I just stopped.
Can you really keep your mouth shut? Let's get down from here.
Yeah. Yeah, good idea.
Alright, see you later, GMP.
Here we go. Watch the edge. Problem. Go.
Oh fuck.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, I fucked up there. I knew that will happen as soon as I double jumped. But those, I mean, once I jumped, that was the best thing to do. The alternative would have been to die, which would have been much slower.
Hello? Anybody home?
Do you think it's a good idea to let them know we're coming?
These guys might be stupid enough to sell their souls, but even they should have figured out our plan by now.
There's the power plate there.
Nice, good wall run. I can't remember if I got the windmills cutscene skip in BB. I don't think I did. That's why I've still got so much time left to save. But yeah, I have practiced that, so I'm fairly confident I can get it now. Albeit, I've decided to stop and aim rather than just go for it non-stop. But it should still be pretty quick. If this run PBs though,
The hunter will be here.
I'll delete my gold for the Hand of Omar split. Because like it takes slightly more time to do that split now that we have to skip the cutscene. Alright, see you later, Sam. Thanks for chilling. Enjoy TFS. Oh, I didn't even realize you can hear the hunter scream from like all the way here. It's very, very subtle. I'm not even sure if it was audible on stream. Right, so I think I fucked up Hunter last skip a bunch, didn't I? And then I think I fucked up Hunter fight as well. So that's better already.
You still have a chance. You can still leave.
Guess that's our answer.
Against the darkness.
This run isn't good, but I kind of just want to finish it and PB anyway, because as I've been saying a lot during this run, I haven't been getting many runs this far.
You safe.
Stone floor.
And let's not mess up
Like
this.
you've run out of places to hide. Need you.
Shall not fail.
Good thing I mashed with my right hand there, because the hunter was very quick in his response attack. If I'd mashed with my left, I can't mash as quickly as I can with my right, and it's very likely that if I hadn't switched hands, I would have gotten hit. As if you watch back that footage, you'll see that the hunter sort of started approaching me, and just before he did, Elika hit him. That approach was an upcoming attack. He wasn't just walking forward. Anyway, holy shit, that was quite a big goal.
Made for this kind of thing.
How did that happen? Alright, I guess I've just never had an optimized split here with all the new strats. So first of all, Hunter. Good Hunter fight. Good Hunter less skip. And Windmill's cutscene skip. And that split even had a mistake. That thing where I double jumped to the pole and fucked up. That probably lost me like a second or two. Alright. I kind of fucked up in that I didn't walk far enough at first, but I was very close, so it still worked out. So if all goes well, I'll save even more time on this split. So pretty much these last 3 splits, including this one, have been the reason why I continued this run, even after I was 43 seconds behind, because I just lost so much time here in PB. Which also shows how bad my PB is. Oh god. That usually doesn't happen. He usually like jumps a bit further right, but it worked out.
Got one.
No, 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 don't. Fuck. That buffer period. Okay, it's fine. Oh, please.
Nice.
Nice, I got the good green plate both times. WD, I think.
Are you sure it's a good idea to be this
Yeah.
close? We're alive, so he must be trapped. Ow!
It can't be.
After what's happened so far today, you think there's anything that can't be?
These plates haven't been lit for generations. The healings must have had an effect.
Will they keep Armin trapped?
No. They gave the Ura their powers. Now that they're active, we can reach the other fertile grounds. If we heal those...
Then he'll be trapped and we can get out of here?
Yes. That will allow us to enter fertile grounds in the City of Light and the Royal Palace.
Yeah, first cutscene now.
Let's try this.
The cutscenes are weird in this run. It's because the game doesn't expect us to have so many light seeds the first time we actually go there. Also, Monkas.
Father, no! Father, it's Ahriman. You must fight him!
Maybe as we heal the lands, your father will recover.
You don't believe that.
No, I don't.
Imagine failing this. What the fuck?
Ready? Let's all fight.
What? And why is there an asterisk there? What? Or was that a typo? I mean, okay. I guess. That's a good ledge whoop.
Watch out!
Oh, okay. Fuck. Alright, it's fine, I didn't jump into it. I don't know why I had direction storage there, actually.
Shall we begin the dance?
It's okay, Eraser. We're all dead mentally.
Rescue me from my father. Rescue me from the naughty god. Oh, I will.
That was almost perfect RNG.
Gold, forsake my destiny. Live as
No, there's no route change. This is just a bad run. And this also shows how bad my PB is, because I was able to get this far ahead.
My turn.
She might have your heart, but I will have your soul.
Yeah, my PB is not good, like it's
I
terrible.
think I'll try and hang on to that. It seems to be coming in handy.
I mean, to be fair, there have been a lot of new strats recently.
Are you in
And
better shape
since those new strats have accumulated, I've simply
Must
not
keep going.
gotten a decent PB with them. We have had a route change recently, actually, but not anything drastic. It was just a few light seeds that differed.
There are times I could have used this.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
That's why my goal is sub to 1730, and my current PB is to 1851, which is a minute and 22 seconds behind that goal.
Your time is almost run. Armin's escape draws me.
Elika, no! You'll regret that. Hey, princess! Hurry, get up!
Which took forever to hit me there.
Come on, Elika! Now, Elika!
Oh, I kind of fucked up there, but somehow managed to get it anyway.
The next floor is the last one.
Then we'll have her cornered.
But yeah, so when you take my goal into account, hopefully these splits make a bit more sense.
Armin will clear a path for you. You can leave.
Considering what I made up 43
Yeah,
seconds
he's the
plus another
trustworthy type,
24,
Armin.
which
He'll
is
just let
like
us go so we can warn everybody
1
who's
minute
about to get
7.
out. Silence speaks
And then
volumes.
my goal is to save a bit more than that, a bit more on top of that.
That's it. Going up.
Yeah, kind of, I guess. Maybe. But no, I'm... Like, I don't know how much further down my SOB is gonna go. But my current goal is, what, 1 minute and 8 seconds
So choose her.
away from SOB. Oh yeah, I am the best player in the world. Of course. Well, I mean,
Better work.
it's true, but
I knew you'd save me.
that doesn't mean I'm
Conscious again.
good.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
Just means everyone else is shit. I mean, what?
Well, little man, you took the test. You failed.
Elika! Need some magic!
Yeah, he went for a lunch break, so we're good. Also, nice gold.
Have no choice.
Had a very good ledge warp. We can also, in theory, save 8 seconds on this split with Vin's strat. But the chances of getting the RNG to actually save 8 seconds are like maybe
After all this, I'll get
10%,
you those carpets you wanted.
and
What carpets?
and there's like a 50% chance of losing time, so like no.
I'm not the concubine. She's gone. You're stuck with
If
me.
you do actually save time, most of the time it's
That
just like a
wasn't
second.
wish either.
Let's get out of here.
So I'll settle on that as a segmented strat for now. But of course Vin is going for it,
Let's all fight.
because he's Vin. Yeah. I guess you know from T2T. And I know from this game. I mean, some of them are cool. No, unironically, he's found a lot of cool stuff in this game, and we were able to save a lot of time because of Vin. But also he goes for some insane shit sometimes. It saves like a tiny amount of time. And it's like, oh, it's faster, so I'll go for that. Yeah, they are always cool, to be fair. Yeah, I mean, we're like 17 minutes away from ending or something. Yeah. Oh, we're just shit-talking Vin now. To be fair, if something is 0.1 seconds faster and it's absolutely free, and by that I really do mean free, not Vinny free or Robbie free or Drep free, I mean actually free, then yes, I will go for it. You know, if it's something as simple as like pressing a button. Hey, free. No, I'm just kidding. That's not free.
You know how heroes are supposed to arrive in the nick of time? I think we missed our entrance.
I forgive you.
Then let us live. Let us free. There is no reason to fear. I only wanted you to live.
You took my life. You twisted everything I lived for.
But yeah, like as for my PB in this game, we've just had such a quick surge of new strats. And we haven't had any like one big skip, it's just we've had tiny like 2-second time saves scattered fucking everywhere. Literally fucking everywhere. They added up to so much. And because we've just had so many of those recently, I just haven't optimized. I just don't have an optimized PB with all of those strats yet, because I'm not used to all of them yet, and I mess stuff up. But we'll get there. Yeah, it's the same in this game. Like, when we went, so when world record was 2:33, there was basically one big thing missing, which was Blueless Warrior Airwalk. And that saved like maybe 10 minutes. And I already thought 2:33 was very good at the time, but basically that would bring us down to like 2:23. But instead I'm now aiming for 2:17, which is like 6 minutes faster than that. And that's basically from like small time saves. Because in a platformer, there are just so many opportunities to have small time saves, and they really do add up to a lot. And just in general, as you get better at movement, you improve a lot.
Push back the darkness. Maz, protect us.
Go, go!
And in this game, progress is quite slow because, I mean, until recently I was the only person playing it. So of course it takes a lot of time for one person to optimize the game. But there is still constantly progress in terms of just small movement optimizations. But then yeah, Vin came along and we found there's a bunch of new time save now from what Vin found. And it's hard to say how much there is because it's all tiny shit. Maybe I shouldn't double jump there.
Push back the darkness. Keep going.
I almost forgot to stop there.
Run, run. He must not be free. Ah!
Survive. All shall be destroyed.
Elika took her sweet time there.
did it! Alika, we did it!
Insane world record run. I mean, I PB'd by 27, or will PB by something like 27 seconds. It must be so good.
No!
I mean, I've never had a run die at this point. So, I guess, if you want. But who knows? I'm always welcoming first times. That could happen, yeah, but I would still PB. Yeah, 2-second time loss reset. I actually have a new strat in this split. Shoutouts to Vin, who found it by accident. Because he didn't know how to do the actual strat. So he did something else, which was faster. I mean, it saves like maybe a second, maybe 2. But yeah, it's time save. That would highly surprise me. It's like the same thing as what we used to do. But basically, there's like a thing where we jump back and forth between a wall. Turns out you can just save one jump by starting on a different wall. Do you want me to say it again? This is a bad run. Apparently 2Ds. But I mean, yes, I was 43 seconds behind. And now I'm 27 seconds ahead. Of course this is a bad run. This is objectively a bad run. Don't even give me any of that. Oh, you're just saying that because you're so good. No, this is a bad run. Okay? I don't know. Is he? Alright, it's in the for the next tree. where the new strat is. Basically, that wall directly in front of me, where the princess head is right now, we used to wall run on that, or start wall running on that, then jump back, and then jump back again. Instead, we can just do this. Right, and after this run I'll delete my Hand of Omar's gold, because with that gold we didn't do the windmills cutscene skip. Not sure if I buffered the jump in the correct direction, we'll see. I think it should be fine. Okay, yeah, it's fine. Because I was holding W, but you're supposed to hold W and A. But I switched from W to W and A on like the last second. But it's fine. Alright, maybe I'll fail walk skip erase, so maybe that will make you happy. But good thing I'm not Vin, so I won't fail walk skip. See? Is it Saturday tomorrow? I don't even know. Lockdown plus summer holiday equals me not knowing what day of the week it is. Also, apparently Vin's thing saves a bit more time than I thought. Oh, tomorrow's Friday, alright. I genuinely didn't know that.
What is one grain of sand?
Insane run.
What is one grain of sand?
But the ending was actually pretty good. Like everything from after collecting the seeds in Coronation Hall, everything from that point on was pretty good. It's just that before that it was so bad.